Welcome to Slug Disco vlog number 3. So some important things have happened this month. First and foremost, we've brought Horticular onto the Slug Disco publishing family. So we'll be talking about that first. Dan has been having a chat with Robert, the sole developer of Horticular, which is a fantastic garden stroke city building, wholesome pixel art game, which I love and everyone else apparently loves too. And we can't wait to share more of that development with you. Dan will also be talking to Tom, the developer of Ecosystem, where things have been coming to a head.
Hello, my name's Dan. I'm the product marketing manager here at Slug Disco, and this is my part of the video where I get to tell you about some of the goings-on with the other games that we publish. First up, we're going to hear from Tom, the developer of Ecosystem, as he shows off some of the new fish heads that are going to be coming to the game. Here's a little snippet of our chat.
So this is the first of the new head types. This is kind of based on an eel. And sort of what determines when the game selects them automatically, what determines the heads is kind of like what it thinks is the best fit for like basically where the neck should be. So the eel, of course, is a good fit for very thin for any kind of thin fish, essentially. One of the things that I'm kind of excited about for this is that these new heads actually have kind of a brighter range of possible colors. So like at the bottom end we have a very sort of dark and kind of desaturated fish here, but if we push it all the way to the maximum, it almost looks like a coral and it's kind of like a bright red kind of style to it.
Oh yeah, that's a nice bit of variation there.
Yeah, each one comes with, so there's like different types of scales that you can pick. There's 3 scale types that correspond to, like we have here kind of more of a jagged scale, and for this third one we have almost kind of like a smaller kind of beady sort of look. And then in addition to that, there's like different types of this sort of like detail that the creature has different kind of variations on that also. So you can have a line which can also move around, and then can be spots or kind of even kind of have like a stripe pattern essentially. It's somehow, sometimes the stripy ones always make me think of like the Cheshire cat or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And we also have a couple different like sort of desaturated ones, like a black one for that would sort of fit like a ray style creature, or gray like a dolphin skin, or something white, or this almost kind of like a prisoner kind of look.
Hopefully you'll agree that they're going to add a lot more variety to the game. If you want to watch the full video, it's only a short one, but you can do so with the link in the description below. So we recently announced that the next game to join the Slug Disco family is Cozy Garden Builder Horticular. We launched the demo for Horticular as part of the Steam Base Builder Fest, and on launch day, myself and Robert, the developer of Horticular, sat down and we did a bit of a live stream Q&A over on Steam. We've archived that full video on the Slug Disco channel, which again, linked below. And here's just a quick look at some of that Q&A, and again, you can watch the full thing with the link below.
This is my little garden that I've prepared for you. Yeah. Oh, let's see a letter.
Just waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see it. Okay, so do you want to kind of walk us through the sort of, I guess, the interface? It looks, it presents itself almost like a Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon type management game. It's not a farming game like Stardew Valley. You don't have like an avatar, do you, that's walking around? Yep.
Yeah, it's. I would sort of compare it to maybe like Viva Pinata if you play that game, in that you have lots of, you have stuff in the garden, you have little animals walking around, and you want to attract new animals, and there's also some nefarious ones that you have to look out for. So that's sort of one aspect, and then like you said, it's the management. It's not like super heavy management. It's not like a, what are they called, like settlement survival game. It's more chilled, relaxed. You build your garden and you don't have to stress too much about things getting ruined or such, and you just
we've been talking a lot about it's almost like a city builder, but obviously a garden builder. So it's kind of, you know, if you've played sort of City Skylines, SimCity, there are elements there kind of, but it's very light on all of those fronts, isn't it? As mentioned, there's a free demo available for Horticular, so make sure to check that out if that's your thing. We'll have a link to the Steam store page below. Okay, so that's my section done. Back to you, Mike. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and play some Marvel Snap. Bye.
So, Horticular, a wonderful little game which is developed by Robert, and we are in love with it, and we hope you fall in love with it too. There is a very generous demo, which is at least 2 hours worth of content, but lots of people have been getting way more than 2 hours of content out of the demo. I've had at least 6 so far, but the full game is going to be a wonderful thing to watch develop, so we hope that you join us along for that journey. Recently we've had another couple of additions to our team. Welcome everyone, please, Kaidi and Lin, who are our Chinese community managers, and they'll be looking after that part of our community. So if you're interacting with us on Bilibili or one of the other mainly Chinese-speaking sites, it's usually going to be them that you're talking to. So we hope you enjoyed the New Year's Feast level. That was a fun thing to produce. The wonderful music, which I'm sure you've all heard on our music playlists, with the Chinese speech as well. Thank you for everyone's feedback on that. Almost everyone seemed to enjoy it. Those event levels are rare, but we would like to do some more of them in the future. No plans just yet, but there will be things that are materializing at some point. Recently, our creature artist Matt decided that he wanted to make some updates to one of the Ant Queen models, specifically the Black Ant Queen, Formica Fusca. So here's some pictures and footage of that, and I'm sure you'll agree that she looks spectacular. And that change will be coming in the next patch, whenever that is. As far as whether other models in the game are going to get improvements like this, that's entirely dependent on time. For now, Matt has gone back to doing tier 5 creatures and various subsystems and all the things, all the pies he has fingers in, which is many, because it's Matt. As mentioned last time, though, our environmental artist Dan C is currently working on revamps of previous assets, for instance, the beach assets, and potentially, but not definitely, the jungle assets as well. So we'll see how we do there. Okay, we have mentioned tier 5 a little bit, but the next major update to the game will not be tier 5. It will be the free play overhaul that we've spoken various times about in the past. John and Liam and Matt are all working at various aspects on that. Small note, yes, it was just an oversight. The Velvet Worm, the Uber Velvet Worm, will have 8 harvesting spots for ants instead of 2. That was literally just an oversight, but that will be fixed. Carnivorous plant landmarks are also a recent thing that has been worked on. They were a bit tricky to get working, but they seem to have found their place now. Hi all, just a note from Editing Mike as I've sat down to edit this video several days later. This section that I recorded live on stream, thanks to everyone who joined me for that. I spoke a bit more about upcoming free play features, but without necessarily correct context of what they'll be used for. So for anyone who's wondering why those sections are missing from this edit, that's why. We hope you are all enjoying Extra Level Sequel Season. Obviously we've just had Tug of War 2 released recently, which I particularly enjoyed doing the trailer for. But coming in the next few weeks will be Enemy of My Enemy 2. And in this one, your queen will be at the centre of the map, which makes it a bit trickier. There's a bit more strategy to it, so we are looking forward to seeing how you respond to that one. So that's vlog number 3. Thank you very much for watching. Next month will be another newsletter in March, and we'll see you all next time. Dan has had a chat with the developer of this is what happens, guys. I mess up and I have to do several things. Dan has been having a chat with Robert, the sole developer of Horticular. Dan will also be talking to Tom, the developer of Ecosystem, where things have been coming a little to... how do I say this? Coming to a head. Artist Matt has been making some... My dog is looking out the window now. Tesla, lie down. Bless him. And then hopefully in April I'll have got a better camera to record these vlogs on, because I'm getting sick of web